Stay on your side. Stay on your side. Oh, I don't pull it too much, Jesus. Hey, who is that? KK? Hey, KK. Hey, girl. We are live, and in color, honey. It is September the 1st, and we are back on the ground. We about to hit it hard this month, okay? Cause, Cause I got some goals that I'm trying to reach. So, we got to hit the pavement, girl. We got to be out here. We got to be out here with the girls. Okay? Oh, well, I'm glad you out. What happened, girl? Well, I know you don't want to go into what happened here. But send me an email. You should have told me that something was going on. So, I could have at least been praying for you. Send me an email and, if you want to, if you feel it's appropriate and you can um, talk about it because that's what we're here for. I legit wanted this to be a community of people that when we need each other, we can at least, if we can't do nothing but come together in prayer, at least we can do that. Okay. Yeah, let me know. I mean, at least, we could have sent you a get well card or something. An edible arrangement or something, girl. That's what we all supposed to be here for. This ain't just, spilling the tea on people. Because I know, I've gotten new subscribers. And I know some of these people are just here for the tea. But this is not just a tea channel. You know what I mean? I'm not just going to be spilling the tea on people. Now, it's going to be sometimes when some tea gets spilled. Because I think tea is good for everybody. Tea is good for you when you're sick and when you're cold. Everybody needs a little tea every now and then. So, yeah, I'm going to definitely do that. But I still want this to, I don't know why this shirt looks crooked. And I can't tell which way to turn it because this camera is flipped. I still want us to be in a position where we are learning from each other and growing because you don't grow from gossip. Now, gossip is funny, and I'm not going to say that gossip does not have its place because it does. It's funny. It can sometimes be entertaining as long as it's not, basically hurting the other person. There's times when some of this shit is actually funny. But there has to be a certain balance when you are. I should have put on a necklace. I feel so naked up in here. But I'm not about to get up because my bottom don't match the top. Um, there needs to be a certain level of balance in your drama or tea or gossip or whatever. There still needs to be a balance there. You still need to be learning something or ingesting some type of positive energy, because if you're not, then you become a negative person. You become a dark entity, and that's not what I'm trying to do. Kay said, it's been a challenge. I have a road ahead, but God's love, grace, and faithfulness is always with us. Honey, you got that right. You truly got that right. No matter how people view you or how people look at you, it's up to God. People have said some crazy things about me. Oh, she worshiped the devil and she this and she that. I don't care, because don't none of these people have a clue about what my relationship is with God. They don't know. And that's really, at the end of the day, no matter how much I hate that saying, at the end of the day, that's all I care about, is how God sees me. I don't care about how man sees me, because man's view of you is always going to be skewed, because they're not looking at you through a lens of love. They're looking at you through whatever lens they have, which could be jealousy, hatred, malice, envy. They're looking at you through that lens. God don't look at us through that lens. God don't look at me and be like, oh, well, she fat, or look at that wig. God is not doing that. He's looking at my heart. He sees my heart. He knows who I am on the inside as a person. This shell doesn't matter to him. And we have to start looking at people and understanding that all they see is the shell. They don't see the heart. So, of course, they're going to, look at you with envy or, jealousy, or mock you or whatever, because they can't see your heart. They can only see what's on the outside. And the outside is easy to talk shit about. I mean, I do the same thing. If somebody get on my neck, I'm going to get on the first thing that I see. If they ugly, fat, big nose, whatever, I'm going to get on that. Because it's what I can see. I can't see your inside. I can't see who you are really as a person. I can't see that. All I can see is your shell. So I'm going to get on your shell. That's only human. I'm human. I'm not God. So I can't see you on the inside. I can't see you on the deep inner you. I can only see the outside. I can only see the shell. So I'm going to talk about what I see. Hey, Lucky Reed. Hey, RJ. So I saw this, and it said it was posted as a survival for Oakland, and then it said / any hood. So I added women onto this. It gives 12 tips on how to survive in the hood. Now I'm gonna tell y'all, I moved from Oakland to where we are now, and we lived in East Oakland, which has its own story. There are different parts of Oakland. Oakland is one city with these distinct different areas. Like, East Oakland has its own territories and areas, and there are, gang affiliate. Oh, since I'm gang affiliated, since somebody said that I was gang affiliated, gang, and all of this kind of stuff, I'm going to tell you about the part of the hood that I come from. So I was born in West Oakland in the projects. Well, not in the projects. They didn't. My mom didn't move to the projects until I got older. But I was born in West Oakland, which back in the '60s, I take that back. West Oakland has always been bad. But the little area that we lived in was like right across the street from an elementary school, across the street from the Catholic school, Catholic church, and it was a lot of houses and apartments, like duplexes and triplexes and that type of thing. But there are homes scattered in, this area. So that was where I started. So when I got older, I moved. When I had my kids, I moved to East Oakland because the apartments were a little bit cheaper and it's hood. 73rd and MacArthur. 73rd and Mac. This is where you start to get into deep East Oakland. To me, anything past the 70s is deep East Oakland because you're starting to get into because the hundreds is where the problems all in that area is where some of the bigger problems for East Oakland are. And I'm gonna see if we can do a ride through of East Oakland to so you can really get a picture of what parts of East Oakland look like. I mean, since I've left Oakland, my granddaughter still lives in Oakland, but since I've left Oakland, I have really had no desire to go back. I don't listen to the news in Oakland because that kind of stuff can, really depress you. I don't think Oakland is as bad as Chicago, but it's close. It's close. It's not as bad. It's not killings like every day in Oakland. But we went through a period where it was. It was a lot going on. A whole lot. So this guide, did I finish? Okay. So where we moved from in Oakland was the Fruitvale area, which was not as bad as the hundreds and the deeper parts of East Oakland. The Fruitvale area was where that movie was set, where, oh my God, I can't even think of the young man that was killed at the BART station, but it was near where that tragedy happened, Fruitvale Station. So we didn't live too far from that area. So that's just to tell you, what Oakland is like. And there are extreme upper class areas in Oakland also. Piedmont, the hills. And when I mean the hills, I mean you got to like really drive up into the hills to, get to these beautiful homes that look down into Oakland. Now, there was a massive fire in the 90s that like wiped out a whole section of that rich part of Oakland. Like there was a fire, the winds picked up and like blew the flames across, like this fire crossed a whole freeway to the opposite side of the freeway to burn there also. So a lot of people lost their homes in that fire. My doctor that I was working for at the time lost his house, lost everything. I mean, every single solitary thing. He lost everything except for what they were able to run with. And I think they were just able to like get their cars because he got in one and his wife got in the other, but their whole entire house burned down. They did rebuild. Insurance covered everything, but the insurance don't cover mementos and stuff. So Oakland is a interesting place, but there are some places where you don't want to be caught out at night as a woman, as a man. You don't want to be out at night, because it ain't safe for you either. It's crazy. Like legit Chicago, Detroit crazy. It's just to me from the places that I have seen in Detroit, in the slums and stuff of Detroit or Chicago or whatever, Oakland is a more beautiful city. Like if you drive through certain parts of Oakland, you would not even believe that you about to bust a corner and be in Chirac or something. Like you can be in a real pretty neighborhood. You could be in a nice neighborhood and you could bust the wrong corner and and then you run into liquor stores and people hanging out and dudes in the middle of the street and cars with loud music and big wheels. You just left a quiet neighborhood. Yeah, but that's how it is in Oakland. That's exactly, how it is in the hood. So let's try to get through some of these because I know we're going to okay, I'm gonna read some of y'all comments in a minute. So the first one is don't sit in cars kicking it. So don't be up in places in your cars just kikiing and laughing and smoking and drinking, because we used to do that back in the day. Back in the day, we didn't have to worry about stuff like that. I'm talking about like in the 90s. We called it parking lot pimping. We would always be at, pull up at a bar or club or whatever and sit out in the parking lot in the car, pre-gaming and talking and, talking crazy before we got out. Or, sometimes we would just sit in the parking lot, maybe buy a bottle and sit in the parking lot and act crazy and stuff and look at the time. Girl, let's get out of here. But we've sat there for an hour talking and laughing or sitting out in front of your friend's house. Like me and my friend used to sit out in the parking lot of my complex and, laugh and talk and kiki and stuff. You can't do that now. You can't do that. You gotta, especially not in the hood, you gotta keep your head on the swivel. You can't be in no car laughing and talking and with your mind focused on what you're doing and not focused on what's outside. Especially if you live in, you out here, in these streets. You know what out here mean because you know what you're doing. You can't just be doing that. You cannot. And I think my youngest son, I wish he would come on and tell some of his stories. But a friend of his, they all hanging out at somebody's house one night. And I guess one of the people that he was hanging out with had a beef with somebody else. And they just came up and sprayed the whole group of young men. And one of my son's friends didn't survive. That could have easily been my child. So you can't just be out here hanging out in cars. Ladies, don't let no man take you nowhere to no point to watch no stars. No. After it get dark, take me home. Take me home. I don't know. We can watch I can pull up a beautiful sunset on TV. Don't take me nowhere to sit and, oh, well, let's go sit at some. No, I don't sit in cars. That's a immediate red. That should be an immediate red flag for you, because you don't know who this dude then pissed off. You don't know who, especially if you don't know him. You don't know who he done pissed off. You don't know who he done made mad. You don't know if he got enemies or whatever. So that's sitting around in cars and stuff. That stuff is dead. They was doing that back in the 50s and 60s when it was safe. Like Fonzie and his friends, they could all sit around in cars and go to Mel's Diner and Sonic and all them places where, it was safe to go and kids could hang out. You can't do that now. Ladies, make sure you're telling your daughters, don't be sitting in no cars with no dude. If he can't take you, as a matter of fact, bring you home. Bring you home. You shouldn't even be sitting out in no car out in the middle of nowhere anyway. Take you home. And if he can't take you home, call your mama or daddy to come get you. Because it's not safe. It's not safe to be out here kicking it, sitting in some cars. Okay, KK. I'll see you later, sweetie. I hope you feel better. Make sure you send me an email so I can talk to you. Lucky said, yeah, we cruised the Walmart parking lot. Girl, we used to, but this was back when I was in my 30s, when things were a lot safer than they are now. I'm definitely going to be having these conversations with all of my grandkids, because it's just not safe to be sitting in cars just chilling. You sitting up here with somebody and all of a sudden somebody then pulled up on you, and they may not want to hurt you, but they may want to just rob you and take the car or whatever. And then you out in the middle of nowhere trying to figure out how to get home, when you shouldn't put yourself in a position like that to begin with. If a dude tell you, oh, let's go sit somewhere and talk. No, let's go home. I'm not sitting in no car with you talking. Yeah, it was safer. Now, I'm not going to say it was, definitely safe, because stuff, little things were going on in the 90s, but not like now. Gizmo, if you don't stop doing that, all that heavy breathing, you're not getting out. Yeah, things were a lot better in the 90s than they are now, especially in the hood. Especially. I mean, I do too, because our kids will never know especially our grandkids. They will never know the fun and stuff that we had. Even though our parents still gave us these talks, I know my mom did. Like never going anywhere broke. Make sure your phone is always charged before you leave the house. Make sure you have enough money to pay for your meal in case something crazy happened. Or make sure you have enough money if you have to catch a cab home. I had a car, so my mother would be like, drive your car especially a first date. Drive your car. Because you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know this person. It may come to a point where in the date you don't want to be there. If you drive your own car, you can just get up and leave. So our parents had talks for us too. Especially if you had, loving parents, parents that loved you, they gave you these talks too, but these are just a little bit different. This one says get everything you need and get to your destination. So get what you gonna get and get home, especially before it get too late. Especially if you know that you live in a neighborhood that's questionable, get out early, especially if you're on public transportation. Get out early, get your shopping done, and get home. Get back home. Don't wait until late to go shopping, and then here you are, a woman, walking through the neighborhoods at night by yourself with packages, groceries or, bags, your purse, and all of this kind of stuff. You're a target. You're making yourself a target. So get your stuff and go home. The next one is keep your eyes and ears open. Watch your surroundings instead of running your mouth. Always keep your head on a swivel. Every now and then you should be seeing who is behind you. Is somebody behind me? Is somebody walking across the street? You should be always scanning your surroundings. Don't just walk down the street like, no. Make yourself appear alert. Be looking around. Scan your surroundings. If you hear somebody coming up behind you, look and see what's going on. Don't just be out here not even knowing what's happening. Look around for cars and stuff. Okay, is this car pulling up? Is they, are they slowing down? Yes, you need to be doing all of that, especially if you are a woman by yourself. You should be looking in your car. Thank you, Lucky. Check under your car every time I park at a store before I get in it, because it became a habit back when I first got my license centuries ago. Check your car. Always check the back seat of your car. Always. Always look in your car before you get in. Look under your car. Now they have a thing where people, men, they say, are putting poison on the door handle of your car. So they're saying if you ever come out to your car and there's like a balled up tissue or something on your car, don't touch it because it could be poison. That's what, these traffickers are using. There was a young lady that it just happened to, and she ended up having to go to the hospital because it affected her. It got on her hands, and she said even though she washed her hands, it's still like her fingers swole up, her arm started tingling. I guess it affected her heart or something, and her boyfriend took her to the hospital, and they said it was some type of poison on her car. And I think this is happening in Texas. There have been more than one reported case of these poisonings. So you have to be diligent and watch your surroundings. Look at your car before you get in. Especially if you are parking far away from, some women like to park away from the store to get their steps in, or, whatever. You really got to be out here looking, because there's some crazy people in this world. And if you go to your car and there's like a van parked next to your car, don't get in. Don't get in it, because they could, it could be some people in that van trying to kidnap you or whatever. One lady came out, it was a man in a van next to her at like a CVS or something, and she got really scared, and she went back into the store to get one of the people that worked there to walk her to her car. And when the person walked her to her car, the man that was in the utility van next to her pulled off. And people in the comments were saying, "Oh, well, he could have been on his lunch break. He probably wasn't even thinking about her." But it's better to be safe than sorry. If you have an inkling, if your intuition is telling you anything, you need to listen. It's better to be safe than sorry in all of these type situations. And I'm not, telling you that you got to be out here scared to death or paranoid, but yeah, you still have to be safe. I'm not saying be scared to I'm not saying be scared to live your life, but you have to be safe. So the next one is know who you're hanging with and what they're up to. And that's kind of hard for women. When we meet a man, we don't know him. We know who he presents to us. You know what I mean? Especially at first. And especially a lot of these younger women who are dating online, you get that person's representative. You don't know him. It's different for me. The majority of men that I have met have been people that I knew. People not met, that I've dated, have been people that I knew. My first husband, we worked at the same job. My husband that I'm with now, we met at church. I knew his family. I knew they were church people. His father is a deacon. His mother was a deaconess. So that these are church going people. I knew he came from a good family. Now you don't know these people. The dude can be anybody. Y'all out here dating prison dudes. So y'all, I know you don't know these men. So you got to be careful. You could go on a date with somebody at 8 o'clock who at 3 o'clock in the afternoon could have been funking with Pookie and Ray Ray. Pookie and Ray Ray been driving around looking for him all day. Because now they be like on site. And on site mean, I don't care if you with your mama, your baby mama, your girlfriend, your pastor. It don't matter. When I catch you, I'm going to give you something. And you on a date, you looking all cute. You done put on your $300 wig. Because when we want to be cute, it's nothing to put on a wig that costs $300. You then laid it down. You done cut the lace and the baby hairs is popping. And here come Pookie and Ray Ray. They done found y'all at the restaurant. And what they do? Light up the whole restaurant. And who get hit? You. What happened to him? He ran. You didn't know he was funking with somebody. because you don't know his background. So you women, we gotta be careful. These dudes can be anybody. They could be funking with anybody. They could be and got into it with anybody. They could be gang affiliated. We don't know. Because he's not going to tell you that. He's not going to tell you, oh man, you know what, this morning, let me tell you what happened to me this morning. Like, yeah, I was walking through Safeway and bumped into this dude, and then I was like, what's up with you, blood? Blood, what's up with you? And we all in the store, we about to tear the store up and stuff. And then, dude, I was like, all right then, blood, all right, I see you in the streets. I see you in the streets. Yeah, I'll see you in the streets. And then the dude go and tell his homies, and they be like, yeah, let's go catch him. Let's go catch him. I know where he hang out at. He be at that fish place. Now, he done told you that he taking you to the fish place. Yeah, I know this new fish place. It's nice, I ain't never been there before, but I heard it's good. Not knowing that he hang out at the fish place all the time. And everybody know he be up at the fish place. And then he gonna bring you up to the fish place, and now they're shooting. Cause you don't know him. You don't know him. Okay? Stop hanging around people you don't know. So number 5 is Google numbers. Order your food ahead of time. Don't sit in these local spots. I'm telling you now. The fish place ain't safe. If you want some food from the fish place, order ahead of time. So when you get there, your food be ready. You can get your food, get the hell up out of there. Especially if it's one of them hole in the wall places where everybody know the food good, but it's like on the corner of 129th and 85th Ave. Order your food to go. And then don't park right in front of the place. Because if something happened, you don't want to be trying to Google. I swear, there are a few places in Oakland that I love their food, but I refuse to go there because of the area that it's in. I know the hood. They got this one fish place in Oakland. The food is so good, but I will not go there because the neighborhood is too bad. I just can't do it. There's certain places I can't go. And if I know that there's been a shooting in that area, there was a shooting there. There not only was it a shooting there, but it was a shooting across the street at the Walgreens in that parking lot. So no, I ain't going there. Oh, Lucky said I learned recently that there are drink test kits. You can dip it in your drink and it will instantly detect drugs. You should never, ever, as a woman, on a date with a man that you do not know, allow him to go to the bar to pick up your drink. Never. You should never turn your back on your drink. If you got to go to the bathroom, pour that drink out. If you have to go to the bathroom and you got drink left, pour it out. Buy you another one. That's why I say always have enough money. If the dude don't want to buy you another drink, you got enough money in your pocket to buy you a drink. Don't drink a damn thing that you take your eyes off of. Because there's some crazy people out here. Cuckoo crazy. Track the bus if you have to ride it. That bus stop stuff is dead. Also, if it does not look safe, always walk a block up. So don't just be hanging out at these bus stops, because stuff happens at the bus stops too. If you live in a shady area, if you have to walk up to the next bus stop, it's better to be safe than sorry. Find out what time the bus is coming. Get your bus schedule. Don't just be out here willy nilly, catching a bus. Now, I lived in an area where the bus stop was like directly across the street from a store. And the area that we lived in wasn't really that bad because it was like a block away from a school, a block away from a park, and then the next block was the school. But the bus stop was right next to a corner store. It wasn't really that bad. So I never had a problem at the bus stop. The only reason why I would walk to the next bus stop was because it was a bench down there and I wanted to sit down because my back would be hurting, child. This was before I got married and I didn't have a car. During the periods when I didn't have a car. But yeah, be careful where you're catching the bus because you just don't want to be caught in a bad situation. And sometimes you may have to wait 20 minutes for the next bus. You don't want to just be out there waiting. Yeah, or at parties. At parties, it's best not to even be drinking like that. I wouldn't be drinking out no red solo cups and stuff at no party because it's too easy to drop something in your drink. If you're not going to hold on to that cup for dear life, then don't drink. Do not be out here at these parties drinking and smoking everything that here's taste it. No. What? I'm not smoking nothing. If I didn't roll it, I ain't smoking it. Because it could be anything in there. If you at a party and you know you going to want to smoke, bring your own. Bring your own vape pen. It's too easy to put these vape pens now are too small. It's too easy. Where is mine? Oh, here go one. It's too easy to conceal in your purse. Look how small this is. You want to smoke? Put this in your purse. Drop it down in your bra, whatever you have to do. But don't smoke behind nobody else. Bring your own. It's too easy to conceal now. You don't have to smoke nobody else's stuff. Have your own. I don't smoke behind nobody. If I don't like, I don't smoke behind nobody. Like, you got to be family, immediate family. I don't, like, of course, the parties that I go to are just family anyway. We can leave our cups around because we're not trying to hurt anybody. But going to somebody else function, no. I don't turn my back on my drink. I don't do that. Don't listen to your headphones. You have to be able to hear what is going on. Don't be out at the bus stop with both of your headphones in your ears. Or what's them earbuds? You have to be able to hear what's going on in your surroundings. Your music blasting, you out just having a good time, and before you know it, somebody done walked up behind you and clunked you in the back of the head and took your purse. And if you're riding the bus and stuff, I think this goes into don't have your phone out, so I'm not going to say that one yet. But don't be out here listening to, music hecka loud and stuff when you're at the bus stop or you're out shopping. You out shopping, you're at, the grocery store. Normally the stores be having music up loud. They got their music up loud. You have your headphones in. You have your music up loud. Somebody could be in the store shooting, or they could be making an announcement or anything, and you're not even gonna hear it. You ain't gonna know what's going on until you get trampled, and then you like, oh my god, what's happening? Oh, someone's in the store shooting. You didn't even know because you're not paying attention to what's going on. You don't have a clue what's going on in the store. You have to be paying attention at all times. Don't sit and watch when people are getting rowdy. Keep it moving. If you hear people arguing, because I see this a lot, because people want to be able to put their videos on World Star and go viral. So they want to sit around, oh girl, look, oh girl, look at them, they about to fight. And before you know it, one of the people that's fighting pull out a gun and spray the whole area. Now you trying to go World Star famous, and you get famous for being the person that got shot trying to record the whole incident. If you see trouble, don't go towards it. Get away. If I see people fighting now, I'm gonna look, but I'm looking as I'm, backing up. Now I ain't seen that happen in a while, but I'm saying if it does happen, I'm getting out the way. I'm nosy. Do you hear me? I'm broken blinds nosy. Was one of those people that, the blinds was cracked because I'm always looking to see what the neighbors is doing. That's how nosy I am. But if I'm out in public and some shit jump off, people start fighting and stuff, I'm not going towards the fight to record. Now, I'd probably be able to tell y'all a little bit of what happened. Because, honey, my husband is not for that shit. He will snatch me. Come on, let's go. You're not going to see. You're going to miss this whole situation. Come on, let's go. And that needs to be your attitude. Stop being so nosy. If two people get into a fight, that's their fight. Get on about your business. You don't be trying to look at what's going on. You don't need to see that. Because a bullet ain't got nobody's name on it. Even though there may be a target, the person has a target. But the bullet don't. The bullet is just being fired. And whoever it hit is the person that got hit. It wasn't even meant for you. But if you had kept it moving, it wouldn't have got you. But you was nosy. And you got. So, keep it moving. If you get into a confrontation, assess your situation first before you snap. You never know what a person has on them. Forget about being tough. Make it back home. Just somebody arguing with you. Okay, you're right. You're right. Or you bump into somebody and they go buck. I'm sorry. Excuse me. My fault. And let it go. You don't have to argue with these people. You don't have to be, the bigger person. Now, on social media, you can argue with people on social media because y'all ain't next to each other. But in real life, let that shit go. Everything should not escalate to the point where you ready to fight and jump bad and get crazy and stuff. I'm not trying to fight nobody. I don't want to be out in public and somebody snatch my wig off and then they put that all on the shade room and everything. I'm not for all that.
Thank you.
Hey?
Hey, I ain't seen you around these parts. Let me holler at you.
Ain't you married?
What that got to do with what's going on here now?
I know your wife though.
She ain't here, so what's up?
Yeah, but I can call her. Let me get. Hold on.
Hold on. Why do you want to call
No,
her
let me
now?
call her. Let me call her
Why
and
you
let her
calling?
know what's going on with
How
you.
you going to interrupt a moment like
Yeah,
this?
because this about to be a better moment. Because I know your wife too, and I know how she can get. You want me to call her? Because I know her. I know her well.
Wait a minute. So, as pretty as you going to make this moment an
I,
ugly
I'm gonna make it
situation?
real ugly. But see, it's not gonna be ugly for me. Because me and your wife friends. It's gonna be ugly for you. So should I call her or not? I can call her. Do you want me to call her?
Gizmo, how you doing?
And don't drag Gizmo into this mess.
How you doing, Gizmo?
Gizmo like, I ain't in this. I want her to feed me later.
So I can't get those nuts.
No, you cannot get my number. Don't you have a wife?
Who?
Boy, I'll knock you upside your head. You better stop playing with me. That's what you better do. Talking about who? Yeah, you gonna need a who.
Okay. Be like that then.
Is they in the comment section talking about calling.
Y'all ain't no help.
They talking about calling.
Y'all ain't no help.
Oh God, they ain't helping you at all.
Y'all ain't no help.
No, and I don't blame them. They shouldn't help you. You out
Boo!
you out here a whole married man. Talking about, how you doing?
Boo!
And I holler at you.
Boo!
Yeah.
That ain't no help.
You all right? Sound like you over there about to throw up.
Yeah, all right.
Better not throw up in my bed. I know that.
Hey, buddy.
If something doesn't look right, trust your instincts. If you hear gunshots, get down quickly until it stops. That should be common sense. But common sense is not common though. You know, some people be like, they hear gunshots and they be like, oh, what that's that? Let me go see. Oh, what type of gun was that? And you looking and carrying on. And before you know it, bow, bow, bow. So if you hear something, get down until it is safe to move. Don't be trying to be nosy. Oh, who getting shot? Oh, girl, let me look out the window. I bet you that's my neighbor boyfriend. Don't you say nothing, because I know you. Don't loiter in front of the house like an easy target. Don't run unless someone is shooting at you. That's kind of hard though, because if you scared and everybody else is running, but don't run in the group. You know, don't run with everybody else. If they all running this way, you run someplace else. Because, you know, you're a target. If you're running bunched up with everybody else and they're shooting, you gonna get shot. So don't go with them. Get down low. Lucky said crawl fast. Don't get in there with the rest of the group. Don't run with the crowd. Especially if somebody is shooting at the person that's in the crowd. You don't want to run with them. And don't be loitering out in front of Pookie and Ray Ray's house. Especially in the hood. If you dating somebody and they take you to the hood and their idea of a date is standing around with their friends drinking and in front, you with the wrong people. Loitering in front of someone's house should not be considered a date. There's no fun in that. You're asking for trouble at night or during the day. That's not a date. And if a man has put you in that type of position, he don't care about you. And he's showing you that. So get out of that. When in public, keep your face out of your phone. I done lost it, y'all. Hold on. When in public, keep your face out of your phone and your phone out of your face. Keep that. This says $500, but what phone costs $500? Keep that $500 object hidden, period. Phones are way more than $500. I mean, I'm pretty sure there are still some that are like Androids and something like that.
You know what? Didn't nobody ask you to bring up that?
Some cheap Android or Cricket is probably still $500. But us iPhone users,
Bougie.
us
Ooh.
iPhone users,
It's all bougie.
us iPhone users would never stoop as low as to just pay $500 for a phone. Never. Phones, keep them in your pocket when you're out in public. This should not be you out in public. Looking at getting distracted by TikTok. Because, honey, TikTok is distracting. It really is. I can get on here and do the TikTok and look up, and I'd have been doing the TikTok for 2 hours. Okay? Don't do that in public. It's distracting. People see that iPhone. Now, if you have an Android, you probably don't have to worry about it. No one's going to snatch your Android. They're going to look at that and be like, you safe. You Android users, y'all safe. But iPhone people, don't do that. Because they already hating on you. They're already hating on you because you're an iPhone user. So they gonna try to snatch.
Ain't nobody hating from your old iPhone.
They gonna try to snatch your phone just because they have an Android and they want an iPhone.
Ain't nobody hating on Android users already know.
Keep your phone in your pocket. And ladies, don't be out here on the bus with these big old purses. These big old ginormous purses. If you're riding the bus, take a purse that you can maintain. Take a clutch or something. Sometimes when I go shopping, and I be with my husband the majority of the time, but still, it's got a dent in it right here where it fit up under my arm.
And believe that.
When
she goes shopping, she take me. That's why. Let me get my money. Come on, babe.
That too. I have that up under my arm and my security guard with the money. The security guard carries the money. I don't really even have to take my purse. My purse just got my asthma inhaler and my lotion and my cell phone and my glasses. That's all I need.
No, she didn't say keys. She didn't say keys.
What am I take keys for?
Shoot. I'll be like, babe, get the door. I ain't got my keys with me.
What am I take keys for when I got him? He driving. He is the chauffeur, security, accountant. He all that's wrapped up in the husband package. But don't be out here with big purses and you got this big purse, you're on your cell phone, you're on your expensive iPhone. Cause ain't no iPhones under $1,000, is it? Be careful, ladies. Now these is 10 good tips. I'm gonna post them on all of them on the community tab and probably put them in the thumbnail. We just got a package. We just got a package. We just got a package. I wonder what it is. What if it's something I don't want y'all to see? I legit don't know what it is. I seriously don't.
That's okay. I'm getting my package tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, these my phone cases. I ordered a phone case.
I'm getting my controller tomorrow.
So what? I'm getting a wig. I think. Am I? Yeah. Oh, this don't look like what I ordered, child. This do not look like what I ordered. I'm about to... Hold on. Amazon. Y'all done did me dirty.
Come on. Come on.
He didn't eat.
Oh, well, come back here. Come on. You can eat.
Well, he could have went with you. This don't look like it. This look
Clean?
cheap.
Oh.
Yeah, but it was supposed to... It's iridescent. I guess you can see it a little
Yeah,
bit.
you can see it.
Oh, yeah, you can kind of see it in person. All right, it's all right. It was only like $8 or something. I think the other one is supposed to be cuter. Hey, Naya. I got two. What is that? I don't know what that is. Okay, they got me on this one. This one ain't even cute. I should have sent this one back. Dang, do it fit? It's Boosie! It's glitter. I don't like this one. Should I send it back?
Keep it.
I don't know if you can see the glitter. Oh, yeah, you can see it right there. I hate when I order stuff from, I haven't been to a gun range since high school. When I was in ROTC. Dang, I can't get this thing off. I'm be done broke my damn phone. It was kind of fun. I'm sweating trying to get this damn phone case off. I can't stand when the phone case starts to turn yellow like that. I hate that. And once it does that, nothing will clean it. How do you clean it? I've tried everything and that shit won't come off. So when it starts turning like that, I just order um another phone case. Lucky say I practice with the pew pew at home too. Not loaded, but just going through the motions of grabbing it from my bedside and where I would hide it. Up, now it said her ex is a stalker. Well, yeah. It's not glittering enough. I want to be glittering all over the place. I want the glitter to be more glitter than this. I'm glad these were cheap. I'm glad they were only like $7. What is this? I don't know what this is. A dust absorber. Oh, some type of wipes. Oh, these are the little bling things that's supposed to go around the camera. But yeah, I'm not doing that. They looked really cute in the picture, but not in person. I will not be doing that. It's supposed to bling out your. It's like a bejeweled thing for the that ring around your camera thing. It's like a little jewel for that, so your whole camera will appear to have, glitter. We ain't doing all that. It's not that. It ain't that cute in person. So that's that. I mean, I'm of course I'm gonna um rotate the cases out because I only have one case for my phone and it's starting to look a little dusty. Dusty. Oh, the cover of the camera. And I just be throwing my phone down. I probably didn't scratch the camera lens and everything. I hope it's something over the. Because I just be sitting the phone down and stuff. Like, I don't know. So I hope those tips and tricks have been helpful to everyone. It don't look like it's hot as it was yesterday, even though my husband said that about 3 o'clock it was supposed to get warmer or something. No, I'm no. It's 76 degrees. It's supposed to get 86 by 3 o'clock. If it does get up to 86, I'm probably gonna give Gizmo a bath. Cause I've been telling him for the longest that he was getting a bath. You getting a bath today, buddy? You want a bath? You ready for a bath? Huh? You want to get a bath? Come here so the people can see you. Come here. Come down here. Come here. You want a treat? Come get it. Come here, I got a treat. You want a treat? You gotta come get it. Come here. Come here, Poochie. Does anybody else dog just not listen to them? It's like you call their name and they just. I think he's part cat because I've never ever had a dog that will not do anything I tell them to do. I have to, you know, put some bass in my voice for him to listen to me. Especially if I tell him to come to me, he won't come. He just will sit there and look at me like I've come as close as I'm going to come. Like, I'm not coming over there. But if I scream at him or if I make my voice deeper, he will come. Or he'll come close enough for me to grab him. And he done got old now, so I know he's not going to change. You know, I don't see him changing. He just like, I'm not coming. And he looks at me like, you know I'm not coming. I don't know why you keep calling me. I'm not going to come. I mean, just make eye contact with me. And I'm saying, Gizmo, come here. Come here. He ain't hard of hearing. He not hard of hearing. He hear you. He hear you. Because he will turn his head and look directly at you. If he was hard of hearing, he wouldn't look. He hear everything. I can be sitting here watching a YouTube video and he will hear the person's smoke detector on their video. He ain't hard of hearing. He can hear. When I call his name, he'll turn and look me dead in my face. And I'll say, come here. And he will just be like, he's spoiled. He's spoiled. And he got an attitude. He's always had an attitude. This ain't something that he just started. He's always been like this. Always. He only will come to you if he wants to. If he wants something from you, he'll come. But if you want something from him, that's your problem. Not mine. I don't want nothing from you. You don't have nothing I want. Even if I have a treat. If I have a treat, he wants me to get up and bring it to him. If he has to get up and come get it, I'm not going to be able to do that. I'll just wait till you get up. You're eventually going to get up. And when you get up, bring me that treat. That's Mr. Brown. That's Mr. Brown. Him over there. See? He ain't like that though. Other dogs be all on TV, bags, treat bags, rattling and everything. And Gizmo just be sitting there like, shit, I ain't getting none. I ain't getting up. I'm not moving. He only get up when it's convenient for him. I be like, come here. Everybody want to see you. He be like, I don't know them people. They gonna have to catch me on the replay because I ain't coming. I'm not coming. So that's it, y'all. I'm gonna try to get my husband to play, have like a game night maybe this weekend, and we play the game. And yeah, he like, just bring me, put my food on the silver platter and bring it over here to me and let me eat it. All the rest of that stuff is unnecessary. He like, them your subscribers. They don't have to see me. I don't have no YouTube channel. I'm not gonna be up here performing for these damn people. I ain't no show animal. I'm living my life. You not gonna put me on YouTube, have me out here looking stupid. Not Mr. Brown. Not little Mr. Brown. Gizmo don't play all that. He is not playing. So I'm finna go, y'all. I am trying my best not to eat any fast food during the week. So if I eat anything, it'll just be on the weekends. And it's killing me. It's like legit killing me. I might order a salad from the Habit. If you have a Habit, the Habit in your area, their barbecue chicken is grilled chicken. I think you can get the crunchy chicken, but I always get the grilled chicken. Their barbecue chicken salad is so good. It is so good. I'm pretty sure it's fattening because it's got barbecue sauce on it and ranch. But you don't have to put both of those on there. But it does come with barbecue sauce and ranch. That's probably the fattening is part. Does it have avocado? I think you can add avocado, but I don't. Even though avocado is a healthy fat, with that barbecue sauce and that ranch, you don't need that. It's a really good salad. Oh, and it has bacon. But it's a really good salad. And it's a nice size salad because I can always eat off of it twice. And if you don't put your salad dressing on the salad while you're eating it, then if you cover it and put it in the refrigerator, it won't be all wet if you have to eat some the next day. Normally, I do the fork thing with the salad dressing. I dip my fork in the little container with the salad dressing and then dip it in the salad instead of just pouring, salad dressing all over the salad. That keeps your salad fresh. If you want to eat some of it later, it won't, be soggy. And it's a calorie saver. You're not just drenching your food with 1,000 calories from just the salad dressing. Cabbage, cornbread, corned beef. Okay, girl. Thank you, Lucky. Yeah, lettuce will fill you. Salad will fill you up because it's fiber. It's gonna fill you up, but as soon as you go to the bathroom, your ass gonna be hungry again. But eat another salad. The Habit is good. Their burgers are good. Their fries are good. Their onion rings are good. I really like them. Like, the food always tastes fresh. It doesn't have that chemically taste like McDonald's. Their fries don't taste like chemicals or have some weird. McDonald's fries are starting to have this weird greasy aftertaste. It's something weird about McDonald's fries that I'm starting not to like. And I used to love their fries, but they have this weird kind of chemically greasy aftertaste that I'm starting to, side eye. So I don't know. I think I done broke up with McDonald's. Plus, every time I eat McDonald's, it bloats my stomach. I get the most horrendous gas every single solitary time I eat it. I get more gas from McDonald's than I do Taco Bell, which is bad. McDonald's and Chipotle are the two places that my IBS will flare up as soon as I eat it. And I really liked Chipotle when it first came out. But whatever Chipotle, I don't know if it's one of the preservatives that my stomach don't like, but whatever it is, my belly is just like, oh, did we tell you we don't like this? Why you keep eating it? So I don't eat Chipotle. And it's very rare that I go to McDonald's. Even though I used to love their fries. Have you heard that California has fresher produce than other states? A lot of stuff is grown here in California. So it should be. We have a lot of local produce. If you live in areas where the stuff is being grown in, yeah, it's going to be more fresh because it didn't take it a long time to get here. A lot of stuff is grown here. Peaches, plums, sunflower seeds, strawberries, fruits, vegetables. There's a lot of land here in California that is farmland, cows, dairy cows. So we have milk, cheese, all of that stuff right here in California. So of course it's gonna be fresh. There a lot of stuff is grown here in California. Like we don't just produce wine. The grapes are grown here, and all of the grapes that are grown here are not just used for wine. It's we eat a lot of them. So if you live in an area that produces a lot of produce, yes, it's going to be fresher than produce that is coming from other places and has to be, shipped to your area or whatever. So it could be. You live in Arizona, we have fresher produce from Mexico and California because certain things are native to that area. I think that, that has a lot to do with how far your produce had to travel to get to you. That's just like how far did your meat have to travel before it got to your butcher? How many places did your meat have to stop before it got to your store, to your Publix or your Safeway or your Albertsons? Those are questions you start to throw around in your head. Like, how fresh is the meat and milk and stuff that you're drinking? Every time I've been to Santa Barbara to visit my aunt, I get a bag of avocados with limes for like $2. It's like $1.50 for one avocado here. Yeah. Avocados can be expensive though, depending on the type of avocado and where they're coming from. So depending on what time, I think like what season it is, produce can um, get more expensive, especially if it's harder to get. I'm beginning not to like meat either. Maybe I will eat meat once a week. I'm eating more seafood than red meat. It's very rare that I will eat any pork. The only pork that I eat is maybe one sausage for breakfast. But like pork chops and ham and stuff, ham is special occasions like Thanksgiving, Christmas. Steak is birthdays and stuff like that, anniversary. I'll have a nice steak. But as far as cooking it at home, no. That's stuff I do when I go to restaurants. And me and my husband were vegan for over a year where we weren't eating any meat or, seafood, none of that kind of stuff. And I do eventually, I think I want to do pescatarian where I'm not eating anything but fish. I mean, it's real meat. It's just been treated. It's been treated with so many preservatives that's what makes you sick. It's not the fact that it's fake meat. It's real meat. But it's it could be real old meat that they've put dye in to make it look fresh, and all of these preservatives, and it's the preservatives and additives and hormones and antibiotics and all of that stuff that makes us sick. That stuff is worse than the old meat. All those chemicals and things. I want to visit Arizona. I really want to. My goddaughter used to live near Is it Chandler? I think she used to live near Chandler. I think that's uh, what it was. But her husband is in the military, so they had to move. But I do want to visit. Arizona is on my list of places to visit. Yeah, girl, I'm trying to slim down too. I need to get my ass out there now and get on that exercise bike because I ain't did nothing in a couple of days. What's today? Thursday? I walked Monday, so I got to do something today. I knew a farmer personally, cow farmer. He used old antibiotics on his cattle, like years expired. See? And we ingesting that. Because whatever that cow eats, we're eating. I know it's beautiful out there. Girl, I don't even want no regular. I ain't been in no regular pair of jeans in so long that at this point I have given up on them. If it don't have elastic in the waist, I don't want it. I don't want it at this point. I didn't not had no regular jeans on in so long, girl. If it don't stretch in the waist, I don't want nothing to do with it. If it come with a zipper and a button in the front, it's from Satan. It's from Satan himself. And I don't want to have nothing to do with it. It's a trick of the enemy. It's got to be elastic in a waist, honey. Winter is coming. Winter is coming, girl, because it has already started. I noticed the other day it has already started to get dark early. It's getting dark earlier. And this is the part of year that I hate. I hate when it starts to get dark early. I really do. Like, I'm one of those people, I needed to stay as light as possible. I love the sun, even though I don't like to be out there in it and the sun burns the hell out of my skin. Forget all you people that don't understand that melanated people do get sunburned. There are people like myself who, even though I am African American, I still get super red out in the sun. That's, I guess, my Native American side of me. I get super red in the sun and sunburn extremely easily. Plus, I'm on a medication that makes me very sensitive to the sun. I love the sun, but she don't love me. And I hate when it gets dark. I don't like that time of year. I don't like when it's gloomy. Thank God it don't rain that much in California. It doesn't rain, but it will be gloomy looking. It will look dreary. It won't be raining, you know, because it don't rain that often here. It'll rain every now and then, but it don't rain like buckets. It'll just be like drizzling just enough to, make your car hecka dusty and stuff. It'll rain like that. But I just don't like it when it's gloomy and cloudy and overcasty. I hate those days. I just like the sun. I wish it could stay June and July forever. And we didn't have to deal with winter because I hate it. Yeah, I can't get dressed up. Naya said, I saw a video of half a chicken and half a pig. Something about mutation and it scared me. God, stay away from stuff like that. I ain't trying to watch them kind of videos. I lived in New York when I was younger. It was totally different. Totally different world. Beautiful to love the nightlife. I can imagine. They say New York, like, people in New York don't go to sleep. Stuff is just open all the time. Yes, a different world. Lightning struck a massive pecan tree in my yard. I've been cleaning it up for a month. The storms are awful. What state are you in? What state are you in, Lucky? See, we don't get, the only time it will really lightning out here in the Bay Area is if it gets super hot. We get them days where it gets super hot and we'll have like an electrical storm. But the storms here are very fast moving. I don't know if it's because we're so close to the water that, the wind just kind of blows the storms through. Like, storms don't just sit here in the Bay Area. Like, it's not going to thunder for like 30 minutes. It's not going to be a continuous just thunder and lightning and thunder and thunder and thunder and thunder and thunder. It don't do that here. You may get a good two or three thunders. Boom. Boom. But you never gonna get a, like, I went to Alabama with my ex-husband. Had never, I didn't even know lightning made a noise. Because out here, you don't hear it. You don't hear the lightning. You just see the flashing. Out there, it was like, I was like, oh my God. I had never, ever heard thunder and lightning like that. I didn't even know lightning really did that. Yes, it does. But it doesn't do that here. And we don't get that. You get the flashing and then the rolling of the thunder, but it never seems like, how in movies you hear thunder and it seems like it's sitting right on top of the people's house. You don't get that here in California. The thunder always seems like it's far off in the distance. It's never that close to you. Like we don't really get violent storms out here like that. Like I can't even remember the last time it thundered. I don't even I don't even remember, like last year. No, I think it thundered once this year. See, that's nothing. Oh, okay, Virginia, a couple of hours from the beach. She said yes, 70%. The sun is good for my crystals and my skin. It's definitely good for your skin if you can tolerate it. 70% of Americans are vitamin D deficient. Look at the radar on the East Coast. Every now and then I'm constantly cleaning up from storms. My neighbor's trees hang over on our property. Yeah, see, we don't get a lot. We don't get a lot. We don't get a lot of storms here. It just doesn't it just don't do it. I remember it storming more when I was a little kid. Then, and I know global warming is real because it doesn't rain as much as it did when I was a little kid. I remember when I was little having like rain boots and little raincoat, little umbrella to match all the little, winter time. Mom always bought me a new winter coat and all of that kind of stuff because it rained. Now it ain't doing shit. You know, I got Uggs. I got two pair of Uggs, and they don't even have no miles on them. They look brand new, and I've had both of them over 2 years. Well, one of them I think only 2 years, and the other one like 3 years. And they look brand new because they don't get wet. It don't rain like that. Arizona has monsoon season. Girl, yes, send us some rain so we can be up out of this drought. And they telling people don't water your grass and conserve water and all of that kind of stuff. Cause we ain't getting no rain. That's why when every time it rain, I'll be like outside taking pictures and stuff. When they say it's gonna rain, I'll be like waiting for it because it don't ever rain. And I don't understand how stuff here in California stay so green and pretty because we don't get no rain, but we're surrounded by water though. That's one thing. We are surrounded by water. So, it's not like the earth is, this area is not receiving water. It's getting water from somewhere because everything here stays pretty green. California is beautiful. Even though we don't get no rain and we don't get no storms and stuff like that, it's beautiful here. And it stays beautiful year round. There are some trees that change, but it stays pretty green here. Do you save rent? I do sometimes, depending on what's going on. Like if we do get a storm, sometimes I feel, oh, let me go get some of this water. So yeah, depending on I have not in a while because I don't have my altars up right now. But yeah, when I had everything set up, yeah, would always collect uh, water. I like to collect water from places that I have visited. I have water from LA, from different beaches and all kind of stuff. I want to drive back to LA and go back to the beach out there before it starts to get, because the temperature will change. It will get a little chilly, but it's not like it's gonna snow. People probably go to the beach year round, because even on the days when it's cold here, 50 50 degrees is when people start to wear jackets and stuff out here. Why is my phone on? My husband trying to go to a damn uh, comedy show this weekend. I don't know what all that shit. All right, y'all. I'm finna go. I'm finna go in here and mess with him before he get ready to go to work. Plus, I gotta feed Gizmo. You ready to eat? Oh, you ready to eat now? Huh? You want to eat? Come here. Come here, cutie. Come here. Gizmo, come to me. Gizmo, come here. That's as close as he gonna come. Did y'all see him? He got up. He got up and moved. That's as close as he coming. He's not gonna come no farther. That's not coming to me. You didn't come to me. You just moved like 2 inches. He's like, and that's all I'm going to move. I'm not moving no more. Well, he got to come to me for me to rub his belly. If he want his belly rubbed, he got to come to me. He got to come all the way over here. It's not that far. I'm not that far from him. He just not going to get up. You not coming? They want to see you. They want to say hi to you. He like, I don't care what they want. You don't care, Poo Poo? No, I don't. All right, y'all, I'm gone. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'm gonna post the list on the community wall. And y'all pass this on to your nieces and nephews too. Cousins, anybody young, that you think can use these tips. Each one teach one. Okay? I'm giving it to you. You give it to other people. Naya, you missed half of them, so make sure you go to the community wall, and I'm gonna post it there because I want to make sure that everybody gets this list because it's really helpful. I love you guys, and I will talk to you tomorrow. I love you. Bye.